Hello, good morning. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about the spice. The spice, I like it a lot. The spice is very colorful. The spice is very expensive. The spice is widely used around the world. That is saffron. As you can see that cooking is my passion. As a part of this passion, I love to use various spices. I experiment in using the various spices. It's very important that we use the spices to make our curry and everything is tasty. So the spices are very part and parcel of our cooking and should be. Today, as I said, is the saffron. Saffron is come from the plant. The plant called Crocus sativus is a small plant. It grow from the bulb, and then from the springtime it will come out. When they come out, you get a flower. From the flower, you get the stigma. From every flower have the stigma. That stigma is the saffron. As you can see that, how the stigma is, looking like. So they carve this stigma, really they hand bake, and then naturally dry, then pack them and sell it and use it. So that because they are selling it, that I should be able to use that. I always wanted to grow this saffron, but I'm still working on it. So when you talk about the buy and use of this saffron, if you look at this, actually this much of saffron is really $50 worth. It is expensive because to make a 1 kilo of saffron, dried saffron, you need to get nearly 500,000 of stigma. To get a 500,000 of stigma, you need to have 150 to 200,000 of flowers. So as you can see that, how many flowers, how many stigmas, and how they need to be picked by hand. As a result of that, it is very expensive. It is very expensive in the world market. So that is what I said, even this one is either $50 in Australian dollar. The saffron, the origin of the saffron is said to be from Iran. Iran is the major producer of the saffron. Iran produces about 90% of the saffron. This saffron has two uses, one in the food industry, other one is in the fabric industry. In the food industry, they use mainly for the flavoring, the coloring. In the fabric industry, they use for coloring. As you can see that if we put the saffron stigmas into the water, you can see that how that natural color is coming out. That the color, when you cook with especially rice, the rice actually absorb this color and they change the very nice color. That is what the most of the biryanis that we have around the world. Most of the the delicacies like we have like a risotto, paella, they use the saffron a lot, and these saffrons are very important. And also when you look at the saffron, they have very aromatic. They are very aromatic, and also when you try to taste it like that, they when you eat a hay or straw, how we look like, that's the way you don't really feel that, but you feel like you are eating a hay or straw. So that is what it look like. Then the important use of the saffron is the perfume. Perfumery industry is using the saffron a lot to color and produce the new type of perfumes, for all the people. And so we have seen the biryani, we have seen the saffron milk, saffron rice, and various other things that we see many uses of this saffron in front of us. Saffron is widely used in Persian countries, India, China, and Arabian countries. Most of the cuisines are use of that one. And another important use of it, the confectionery industry. In the sweet making, especially in India and the Arabian countries, they use the saffron when they make the confectioneries or when they make the sweets for a big event. Use of the saffron is a big event item because they are very expensive to use and they are very tasty. They love it. I hope I have provided you with the basic information about the saffron. Saffron is my number one prize. I love it. I love to use it in everything. Thank you very much. Hope you like this video. Hope you view this, share this with your friends, and subscribe to my channel so that you can support me to achieve my target and achieve my adventure.